Hi, we're in cozy sweater weather. Hello, Libras. Welcome to our intimate session together. We're going to start with the tea leaves and we're going to get our little weirdos out from here. Welcome back and welcome to your evening one. So this is coming up next in the timeline. I will label the video as such. We have a first one. Okay, I won't look at it just yet. And what's coming up in the timeline, show us whatever we need to see. Thank you. And we're going to get 3 tea leaves, even if they're funny. Okay, there was more there. Oh, one wanted to pop out. Dealings with a guy with dark hair is what you have coming up next. It could be black, brown. Yeah, relationship with a, what does it say? Dealings or relationship with a man. Okay, but evidently with dark hair. So that's coming up next. Some of my ladies, you're dating a guy with a little bit darker hair. You have jug with happiness and fulfillment. You have the jug. That's good. Could be a water sign. It says a lighthearted, carefree time. And then these are all your up next cards. It says barrel, you feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goods. You have the barrel. Okay. We'll talk about that. I think the barrel could be like the 5 of Pentacles that was addressed this morning. Okay. We'll talk about that as an emotion. Scissors, disappointment in some affair. Okay. You have the dagger, tense situations. That could be the new moon in Scorpio. They could be coming to a complete end for you. Coming up next, something happens in January. A Capricorn could be significant because it starts in the Christmas season. And we're going to try to make it as lighthearted as possible. You also have the lily. I just kept looking at it and it is the complete bottom of the deck card. It says spiritual love. Someone could have a middle name Lily or it's significant. It might have even been gifted or you received flowers, my feminine Libras. Sometimes the guys receive flowers too. So that's important here. And then you have, I just see a couple, when I tilt my head, it's because a lot of you are online right now. Bouquet, compliments from an admirer. Who is that? It's like almost like a newer person with bouquet, or Libra girls, you may have received flowers. There's lots of things here about receiving gifts as well. And then something happens in January. Success, star card. This is one of my personal favorite cards that I pull specifically because it means the star card with the tea leaves. Okay. And let's look at next events. Let's look at their feelings for you tonight. Feelings, please. Thank you. 3 cards for their feelings. And thank you everybody who is online tonight. Second bottom of the deck card. I'm sorry, I kept looking. That makes 3, 6, 9. You have 10 tea leaves. That one's is dealings or relationship with a woman with blonde, gray, or white hair. So there's a fair woman here card. You have judgment with Scorpio. There is a decision that's being made on the outside. So when you describe judgment as somebody's feelings, it's definitely a final score type of card. They have already called it. They're making decisions around you, or this person will consult with you soon. Okay. And judgment is about decisions, either reconciliation or planning to reconcile. But it's almost like we're close to the end of the arcanas, right? We're getting closer to the world. We get closer to the endings at the very end of the major arcana. And then here you have the death card in their feelings. It could have come to a complete end, or some of you are it's like closing time. That's basically in their feelings what it's taken on. The devil, more Capricorn. Okay, and this is the Halloween deck, if you guys haven't noticed. 9 of Pentacles from this morning. Hasn't really changed much. And we are going to get our wild card right now. So 411 could be significant as well. You could be seeing cards, angel numbers daily like that with 11 within it. 9 of Swords. Okay. So they are worried about this decision. Some of them will be confronting you by that new moon. And then we also have the Queen of Pentacles. She was seen with one of my favorite readers tonight. She pulled the Queen of Pentacles as well. They definitely think you're adjusting to your atmosphere if you have created a new atmosphere for yourself. It's something here about a fear it will end between the two of you. So they want to play catch up. Nine of Pentacles is seeing you do very well single, and she's petting a crow there. Crows could be significant right now, as you could be seeing them while you're outdoors or when you do your spiritual walks or things like that, when you are relaxing. Look at this too. There's lots of in bloom when you look at two of the cards. So that is up next. They definitely could have dark hair, and I just pulled the Tower. Two of them came out. Position of authority, and you have Tower. I see here there could be an end to a complete era. I don't know if that means something to someone, but it also looks like a couple years have wrapped here. Because when you have Judgment, it kind of seems like it's an era of your life that has been decided upon. And the next flavor of that is the next frontier. So we do have the Death card. It's important that it's there. In their feelings, they have the Nine of Swords. A little bit of an elaboration on the Nine of Swords. Thank you. Three of Swords. Yeah, heartbroken of some kind. We're going to go into major detail here. I want to pull two cards that are from the Psychic Tarot. This is a mediumship deck. And I know it's super technical, this part, but this is how I do it. So let's check that. Four of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. They could feel really sorry for something that was recently done. I feel like you have either a ghoster or an avoidant here. Three of Swords is also a breakup. So some of you are still dealing with that. And I'm sorry if you are. You do have the Three of Swords. So that anxiety is coming from potential feelings of having lost you. That's what we have tonight. And we have definitely, see, I feel that as I'm pulling. Number 15 is a temptation card, and it's also Capricorn. It's the same thing as what we saw earlier. They feel like you're cutting it off, this person. They're very, very fearful that you won't come back. Four of Cups is apathy. So that apathetic feeling is looking at the Four of Cups, not even looking at the opportunity that they could come back or tell you the truth. Some of it is not even involving truth. It's also this person's disinvolvement, because the Three of Swords is somebody who is kind of stewing in those feelings tonight. Okay. It gives me the Seven of Swords for some reason. Look at this. It gives you like a little edge of Seven of Swords. Be careful of this, and also watch your back for these moments, right? Because we're pulling that with a different deck today. We don't have, you know, any Rider Waite yet. We're just seeing this from the Halloween Tarot. Why do they think that way? The person that we are picking up tonight, and this is their feelings, by the way. I will label it also in the video above, or I'll put it in our title. Wisdom. You are too smart for them. Power. You called back your power. So that was the Lion card that you guys know. And then you have the heart chakra. All right. Something is going on here with you. You're pulling a lot of green energy, and you're pulling the Hierophant. So what that tells me is you may have spoke about commitment and not getting what you deserve. I think this person heard it the hard way. Okay. So let's pull all this up. What is scissors? Something is being cut out of your life. What is the scissors tea leaf? I don't know why I laughed right there. That was a little awkward. What is the scissors tea leaf? Justice. You did say something. Okay. They're thinking about all the times they were not smart and honest with you, misfires in communication, because it did not come off honest. Some of you watching tonight, there is like something that you learned about with a breakup, or even after speaking to them. So this is a post talk after you broke up. The heart chakra is here because you're leading with that tonight. And good evening, Jen and Ineffable Justice. You guys are here. And just right as I'm pulling, you guys are saying stuff that I can't read, but I'll get to it in a moment. It says the heart chakra. That's definitely you. So let's look at that. What is justice in the heart chakra? That could have been thoughts as well, but I definitely feel like you said something. Heart chakra and justice, that's your major arcana. You guys were the Empress in this morning's reading, so you're now pulling your other major arcana. Page of Wands. There was communication. Could have been a younger fire sign, or they're younger than you. Why are they Page of Wanding? Why are they Page of Wandsing? Or why did they, please? One stayed in my hand. Five of Swords. It was a hurtful matter. That can be read as third party there. I just don't have another card. You may have learned of another person. Some of you learned their name. Getting something here about you heard their name for the first time. I'm sorry if you went through that. Five. So that's the Eight of Swords. They're still jailed or they're still imprisoned in their own thoughts. What happened there? Could you tell me the Eight of Swords? Three of Swords. It's something that bothers them about the breakup itself or not giving you what you truly deserved. They may have even given that to somebody else. Now I have third party in the reading. Unfortunately, we come to the evening reading and we have that. What is the Tower card? We have the Tower here with Scorpio. The new moon is on the 20th, which is about manifestations you've already laid out, probably from the last couple of months. They're newer manifestations for you. Two of Pentacles. So basically, I just clarified like this, and this is an upcoming spot reading. So this would say that it leaves you in juggling. There's something left to decide here. Four of Swords, you might need to take a rest or a personal rest for yourself. What that looks like is you need to listen to your intuition. Either it's not binging or it's not pinging correctly. You need a little bit more silence, because what does this card talk about? It's intensive. You care a lot about it, okay? It does sometimes talk about a long pause because you need to continue to heal. Some of you, maybe you felt you were too healed, and then there was an event that caused a Tower moment. So you would need to go into healing again. It's a good practice. It's not required, but it's recommended. Okay, when you take it as advice. And then you have the Page of Cups. Somebody did something. And it was very recent. I don't mean to alarm you there with how I reacted. Page of Cups could be younger. Who is there? Empress? Okay, you guys probably saw it before me. Interesting. Because Empresses do not date pages. It's a difference in hierarchy, and it's also a difference in emotions. They are very immature and much younger. And the Empress leads with leadership skill. It's not always creativity. Sometimes it's emotional EQ. I think you said something to this person, okay, to startle them, or they weren't quite sure. It's almost like they tried to pass something in front of you and you called them out on it. That's another storyline I get. The Star. This is still reversed no matter how many times I shuffle, which tells me that the healing needs to begin again. And it's a new reframe of your healing. So if you left this person, it's saying to go back to that. It's very important that you touch on where you were. Do you guys understand what I'm saying by that? Because this is something that it doesn't need to be perfected, but it's good to go back to that spot because it will lead you to something else. Okay, maybe even more healthier too, because the Star is a sign of that. It's Aquarius. We go into the age of Aquarius next year. And this is a closing time, as you guys know. This is closing up chapters of the last 10 to 12 years. The Hermit. They may have given you the vibes today that they isolated. Some of you spoke to your special person tonight, but the one I'm picking up on this evening is definitely taking on the more quiet aspects, going inward, as opposed to talking to you a lot today. So that's who I'm talking about. The Hermit. Number 9. 9 could be significant. September maybe, or even a Virgo. Aquarius is significant, and so is Libra and Taurus with Capricorn, because Capricorn's here now several times in about 4 cards. So I would even go ahead and count a Capricorn. 2 of Pentacles is also Capricorn. Aquarius and the 5 of Swords. Page of Cups is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So those are all of the possible people. Okay. Anything that they want to say that has been left out in this reading thus far. Temperance. Making amends or asking you to be patient. Or maybe they're trying to find some balance within themselves. This is a divine masculine who's going on a journey for finding that patience. They feel like you've already mastered that in the star. I also think that they pick up that you have looked healed as well. You've done the intensive healing long time ago. They may have stepped into your story to interrupt bits and pieces. 9 of Pentacles. The 9 again. Okay. They see that you have adjusted or even you have grown detached. That's who I'm talking about. Because they see that you do fine even if you extricate yourself to heal. You are a 9 of Pentacles. Okay, and then the Temperance is making amends. Why is this the point driven home? Why is it Temperance and the 9 of Pentacles? Queen of Cups, it could be coming from a Cancer, a Virgo. I also have Sagittarius, and my leg fell asleep. So I'm just stretching it a little bit. I can't feel it anymore. We have the Queen of Cups. They empathize with you. Somebody sees a point that you tried to say. Or my foot's fully asleep. Sorry, you guys. It's awkward because I'm holding it just so that blood goes back into my leg. 9 of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. They empathize with you. Okay. They want to set the balance. What are they apologizing for? What is the apology? And then we will touch on the January card that you received. The Sun. They see when you're most happy. They might obstruct that for you. Maybe there's realizations of that or how much they fought with you, because the 5 of Swords does not have a clarifier at this point. So they view that you carry a sunny disposition, maybe whilst you're away or there's time apart, or that you add happiness back into their life whenever they do come back or there's a return. So you are that arcana for them. And let me fix the way I sit again. It's fallen asleep. And so we have the Knight of Wands. Okay. I don't think that happens right away. The Hermit takes time. So this person could have started introspection today, but they do plan on rushing in because you do have Sagittarius here. Our next, when is Sagittarius season? Scorpios is close to being done. Scorpio season. So as you could see, the Sagittarius is already coming into the reading. The December energy, which is about peace. There could be a lot of asking for forgiveness while rushing in very quickly. Monitor that. Be aware of it. Let's get a card for that in December. What do we have? I couldn't even read it. Obstacle and challenge. Number 5. This could be a feminine or masculine that is going through big changes. They could be seeing 555. And look at the bottom of the deck is Temperance. That's so eerie when you have Oracle matching. It's a good day when that happens. And there's also a 3 of Cups. This is the collaborative card when you do have a 3 of Cups upcoming. Partnership and alliance is the name of that card, if you were wondering. It is actually not called the 3 of Cups. It is a form of the 3 of Cups card. So it holds the same energy, but it's focusing on alliances that are formed. Okay? So that's good. There are very good outcome cards. You have the Sun, the Star, and the 3 of Cups. So there could be a celebration, or you have a planned event coming soon. Might even be tomorrow for some of you. The Sun is also Leo, so you could be gathering with Leos or fire sign water. That's a Cancer. And then I would even say a Virgo could be significant too, but this was your place in the reading. Why do they say sorry? 10 of Pentacles sideways, not creating a future with you. They were stubborn. Stubborn, maybe some of them never said sorry. Okay, it's a future card, but in the sideways, it's not in its full power. In its full power, this is about family and inheritance. So in the sideways, when it hits your 9 of Pentacles, it would be smart to apologize for that. Okay, and I think you may have said something back to them, which made them think. All right. So in December, they're going through a personal challenge. They might need your help if some of you are willing to help them. Collaboration at the bottom of the deck for you. So it goes back to the ant. Why is there so much collaboration and like new energy too? Which is very good. There's somebody coming in. Knight of Cups with Pisces. Pisces is here now twice. So that's another water sign of significance. Who is the Knight of Cups, please? Show me Libra, show me Gemini. Gemini and Virgo. I said, oh my gosh, I said Gemini, and then we got a Gemini card. Master Manifester, a person who visibly sees you in the Nine of Pentacles. It's regarded, it's noted. They could be peaceful. Show me more for them. Knight of Cups, Pisces. Ace of Pentacles, my friends, an opportune moment. Some of you do know about this, so you know exactly what I'm talking about in this space. It could be a meeting. Could even, it's an admirer for some of you, and I don't think they're so secret. It's just emphasis on admirer. What do they feel? Last card for their feeling. And I do have the Two of Cups, just letting you guys know. I'm trying not to look over there when I pre-pull. I've been trying to kind of not do that anymore. I'm just trying to focus on the decks I do use. So I'm working on it. It's just harder. With their feelings. Four of Pentacles. They are holding on to information which they will unveil. That's a lot of pentacles in their feelings. So those are usually very slow, medium to slow actions. An opportunity, an offer. Four of Pentacles is holding on to that offer. Oh, what? Describe them, please. Describe the Knight of Cups. Seven of Pentacles. So they want you to understand that they will be planting this Seven of Pentacles. Usually it's a harvest card. So I think what they're saying is they want to do that with you. Are they a newer person? Yes or no? And what's their place here? What will they look like? The Fool. And you have another one. It's the Knight of Swords, Aquarius, for me as a reader. It could be an air sign or an Aries. Sometimes you can count Scorpio, but it's mostly an Aries card. They are an Aries, I should say. And then you have the King of Swords here with air signs. Okay, so it's basically your very own zodiac too. They come off serious. They come off serious. So that's the temperament they will show up in. Maybe, are both of you Libras? Like, I also get something here about the two of you being Libras, or this could be a actual Pisces. Okay. This newer being, the Knight of Cups, what do they bring as a spiritual gift? Why are they so special in this reading? Because it's spiritual. They have a new cup of love for you, and they've also had a lot of thought over things. So right now it's overflowing and they're deciding to head their way to you. I think that they feel like a Pisces as I was pulling. And some of you won't relate to that. That's just an extra in the video. All right, and that's what's coming up next. There's a little bit of romance. There's a little bit of change of position here at work because you had the Authority card and collaboration. And there's a change going on in someone else's life in the environment. So we found out 3 things in the evening reading. It was my pleasure to read for you. I will see you guys tomorrow at the start of the day. I do have a family matter tomorrow, so I'll be gone most of the day, but I think in the morning I'll either leave you guys some short material or I will do just a shorter reading in the morning. But there is a family thing that I have to get to tomorrow. Very, very important day. So I'll catch up with you guys. Thank you for watching tonight, and it was my pleasure to read for you twice today. And have a good night. You guys all take care.